In my hands I have the Titleist TS3, TaylorMade M5 and Callaway Epic Flash Sub-Zero drivers. In this video I'm going to put these three up against one another and see how they compare. I'll quickly run through the tech highlights in each driver head, and then I'll run into the numbers I've got with my SkyTrak earlier on today, and also tell you how I got on out at the golf course. Now, all three of these drivers look fantastic, house some incredible technology and go like stink, so I'm looking forward to telling you which one came out on top in this test. First off though, if you're new to the Bunkered YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button below, give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and if you have any questions about any of these drivers, I'll answer them for you in the comments. First off, we'll get started with the TS3. Now, if you want a real in-depth look at the technology in each of these driver heads, we'll have links to those videos in the description below. The TS3 is powered by Titleist's new speed chassis. We've got a thinner, hotter, lighter face which delivers more ball speed and also frees up weight. We have a thinner and lighter crown which again frees up weight, that's then moved lower and further back in the club head to improve the CG, to give you a nice high launch and low spin for maximum distance and a lot of forgiveness. We also have improved aerodynamics to give you faster club head speed, and in the TS3 we've got SureFit CG technology here in the sole to give you plenty of adjustability. We also have the SureFit hosel here to again adjust your loft and your lie angle, so more speed through Titleist's speed chassis and plenty of adjustability with the SureFit CG technology and the SureFit hosel. Now on to the M5 and its speed injected twist face. Now TaylorMade say that this speed injection process is going to mean that every driver face they produce is going to be right on the legal limit to deliver maximum ball speed. Twist face carries over from last year. We've got that open section that's been lofted up in the high toe and the delofted close section in the low heel to give you longer, straighter drives. We also have Hammerhead 2.0 slot here. We've got the adjustable reverse T-track which offers thousands of possible combinations in terms of what you can do with the CG, adjusting your spin rates and adjusting the short shape bias. We've got the adjustable loft sleeve and we've got the carbon crown here, the new matte black carbon crown, which frees up weight to be moved lower down to increase the forgiveness and improve the MOI. But the big tech talking point is that speed injection process. Last but by no means least, onto the Epic Flash Sub-Zero. We've got the brand new flash face which was designed using supercomputer technology and artificial intelligence to deliver maximum ball speed and a driver face unlike any other on the market. So it's going to deliver maximum ball speed but also lots of forgiveness across the entire face. We've then got Callaway's Traxxle carbon crown to free up weight that can then be moved lower and further down to increase the forgiveness. We've got the adjustable sliding track here that gives you the option of draw and fade bias, and then we also have the adjustable loft sleeve which you can tinker with. So plenty of technology in the Epic Flash as well, and a real focus on generating ball speed with that new flash face. That's just a quick run through of the technology packed into each driver. As I said, we've got more in-depth looks in the links below, so go check those videos out if you really want to get to grips with the technology packed into each club head. Now, all three of these drivers are the low spinning, slightly lower launching model that each manufacturer offers. The TS3, also you have the TS2 which is going to be slightly higher launching, a bit more forgiving. Likewise with the M5 and the M6, and then the Epic Flash Sub-Zero and the standard Epic Flash. So I've gone with the models that suit my game the best. I've got them all on a shaft I really like. I've got them all set up just where I want in terms of loft and also the weighting. So they're all set up to give me the maximum in terms of performance. So interested to see which one comes out on top with the numbers. We'll get started with the Titleist. So ball speed averaging at 163 miles an hour, launch angle just under 13 degrees, and spinning just under 2,300 RPM. So anything over 160 miles an hour ball speed I consider to be a pretty quick driver, and 163, very fast. The spin and launch characteristics are exactly in the sort of parameters I want, giving me the numbers I look for to give me maximum distance and maximum performance. So average carry 272 yards and totaling out on average at 299. Now for me, anything over 290 I consider to be a long driver. I consider that to be a good hit for me, so getting close to that 300 mark is absolutely fantastic. The TS3 and its speed chassis delivering high launch, low spin and plenty of distance. Now I'll compare that with the M5 and you'll see the similarities are staggering. The ball speed 163 miles an hour, launching the exact same 12.8 degrees and spinning 50 RPM more. I mean that's, it's negligible, 50 RPM, it's hardly anything. So giving me the exact same sort of performance off the Clubface, and then I'm getting the exact same distance, 272 carry, 299 total. Getting the low spinning, powerful trajectory I want and bags of distance. You can see the longest one there carrying at 281 and totaling out at 307, so getting plenty of distance with the M5 and also the TS3. Now onto the Epic Flash Sub-Zero, and you can see the ball speed right in about that same mark. We're at 164, so a mile an hour quicker. It's launching a little bit higher. We're going at 13.8 degrees here and spinning just over 2,400. So what that then means is the carry distance is up by 5 yards and the total distance up by 4 yards. So I'm getting a little bit of extra distance with this Epic Flash, really mainly down to that added launch, getting the ball a little bit higher and ever so slightly more ball speed. 4 yards difference in terms of distance between one and the other. I think if I was to test on another day, the TS3 would come out on top, and then the next day the M5. So really all three delivering very similar in terms of performance. Plenty of distance, plenty of ball speed with those technologies that have gone into these driver heads and the faces, and just delivering the performance I'm looking for. I'm at that 300 yard mark, which is the holy grail for me. It's something I look for. As I said earlier, 290 for me, that's a long drive, that's a long driver, but getting to that 300 mark is staggering. So plenty of distance on offer from all three, and today the Epic Flash Sub-Zero just edged it when it came to the numbers. So those numbers show that all three very similar in terms of performance, but what about in the golf course where it really matters? I've tested the TS3 extensively over the last few months, and I've had quite a few goes with the M5 and Epic Flash so far this year, and really enjoying using them. In terms of aesthetics, the winner has to be the TS3. I love the classic look and shape of this driver. That black titanium crown looks fantastic. It's got a nice deep club face, and it's a very traditional pear profile. It's one I look for. I really like the look of it, and also in terms of the feel, I found that this was the most pleasing. It was giving a nice powerful feel, and I really enjoyed the sound it delivered off the club face. So when it comes to aesthetics and look, sound and feel, the TS3 was winning it for me. When it comes to forgiveness, the M5 just edged it. That speed injected twist face has got a massive sweet spot, and that twist face technology just means that your off-centre strikes are going to be very accurate. This driver also has a relatively high MOI, and if you put those weights in the back section, it's going to have a very high MOI. So I found this driver very forgiving and probably the most accurate of the three. I found that, regardless of how poor my strike was, I was seeing plenty of distance and my shot dispersion was fairly tight. When it comes to distance, the numbers showed that it was very similar between all three models, but the Epic Flash Sub-Zero just edged it for me. It was giving me a very powerful trajectory, flat with very little spin, and it was just getting an extra couple of yards over the M5 and the TS3. Not a whole lot, but in terms of distance, I'd have to say the Flash won the day. Now all three are incredibly adjustable. All three have adjustable loft sleeves and some form of moving the weight about. If you're wanting maximum adjustability, I would say the M5 probably offers you the most scope because you can move those weights into so many different positions. You've got thousands upon thousands of combinations when you combine that reverse T-track with the adjustable hosel. So when it came to adjustability, I found that I could probably dial in the M5 the most. Second in that list comes the TS3. The SureFit CG technology is fantastic for getting that sweet spot right in behind your hitting zone and just delivering the ball flight and trajectory you're looking for. With the Epic Flash, it was great to have that sliding track now in the Sub-Zero model because that just gave it an extra dimension to, dial in your shot shape. I was able to put the weight in the fade setting, so, gave me the ball flight I was looking for and allowed me to be aggressive and fight against my predominant hook when I'm not hitting it well. But all three really adjustable, but the M5 probably just has the edge on the other three. So it's decision time. Which one will I put in my bag? Now this is incredibly tough. All three driver models are fantastic. Very long, very powerful, look fantastic, incredibly forgiving, sound and feel excellent. It's an incredibly tough choice, and if you were to ask me tomorrow, my decision might change, but I'm going to have to stick with one just now. I'm going to have to make a decision, and it's going to be the Epic Flash Sub-Zero. It's just edged it for me over these other two drivers. TS3 and M5 are both excellent in their own right. But for me, I was just finding the ball flight, the distance, the trajectory, everything I was getting with this just suited my eye perfectly. It was something I really enjoyed playing with. Sound, the feel, everything about it fantastic, as is the case with the other two. But when you add it all together, the Epic Flash just pipped the TS3 and the M5 to the post. So hopefully this video has given you a little bit more an insight into each of these driver models. As I say, all three are fantastic, so you have to go and test them out for yourself if you're interested. Depending on who you are and what your game is, one of them might suit you better than the other, and also once you get your hands on them, you'll decide which one you like the look and feel of the best. As I say, Callaway, Epic Flash, just pipping the others to the post for me today, but all three fantastic drivers that you have to go and check out. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you have, give us a thumbs up button. If you have any questions about these drivers, just leave it in the comments below and I'll answer them for you. And thank you very much for watching.